Hi, parents. My name is Lisa Dion. I am the president of the Synergetic Play Therapy Institute and the creator of Synergetic Play Therapy. And I am creating this little video for you. You are in the midst of so much right now, just having been, hit with the hurricanes and all the aftermath. And there's so much I know that you are holding and unpacking, and probably so much that doesn't feel clear as you're just trying to navigate this. And I can only imagine what you are holding with regards to your kids and their experience. We've been getting lots of phone calls and email messages just asking if we could please create something that can be of help. And so this short little video is just a quick something to help you as you are navigating what I know is a really, really challenging situation. So specifically, I want to talk about what can be helpful for your kids. And everything that I'm going to say that can be helpful for your kids, of course, is helpful for you as well. The number one thing right now in all of this is to create some sense of routine. When there is a crisis that's happened, when there is just massive upheaval, and we're faced with a significant amount of unknowns, which I'm sure that you are, that is just such can be such a place of fear and such a place of anxiety, because we just don't know what is going to happen next. And it's really easy for us to lose ourselves in those places, and kids are no exception. And so getting back to routine as quickly as possible. And the routine can be anything. You're just trying to create something that is predictable in the midst of the unpredictable. Even if it is the routine is, look, we're having dinner together every night, or we're going to read part of a story every night, or every morning we are going to do a special hug, or whatever it is, just creating some kind of a routine. I know many of your kids are not in school right now, and so this is even more important, just to what is the predictable sequence of things that can happen throughout the day. For those of you that have kids that are still in school, what's the predictable sequence for when they come home from school? Just really, really important. Their brains need it. Your brains need it. It can create so much stability and grounding, just as simple as having a bit of a routine. The other piece is an attempt to get grounded. Now, the easiest ways to do that are through movement. And so as your children's activation is up, so they're feeling anxious, or they're overwhelmed, or maybe they're not sleeping, or they're just really shut down because they're so overwhelmed, movement is one of the pieces that can be really, really helpful. So in that routine, how do you create movement in some way? Is it that you have a dance party? I know maybe the thought of having a dance party in the midst of all this feels really hard, but can you find dance? Can you find, jumping up and down, taking a walk, pushing up against a wall, finding just some way of keeping the body moving? Again, your kids' bodies need this as they are feeling so much and there's so much activation, and your body needs this as well to be able to navigate through the level of intensity that I know that you are navigating right now. So routine and movement are huge. Basic needs. Basic needs right now are also key. So in that routine, can you make sure that you are building in that we are attempting to sleep enough, that we are attempting to eat enough, that we are attempting to the best of our ability to make sure that basic needs are also predictable and that we know when those pieces are happening. So routine, movement, basic needs, absolutely critical right now. in fact, the most important pieces in order to get things stabilized. And then you can get to higher, let's say higher, but, deal with some other things down the road. So basic needs, those pieces are so important. I've got a couple other notes here that I'm looking in here. Yeah, boundaries for you. So this is one for you that I wrote down. It's really okay for you to say no right now. In fact, it's probably really essential. It's okay for you to take breaks. It's okay for you to do what you need to do in order to take care of yourself. I think one of the boundaries with kids right now too is turn off the news, turn off all of the extra brain noise, media, turn off the photographs, turn off the videos. They've seen enough, they've witnessed enough, they were there, they're in it, you're still in it. So start to create a boundary around what they are being exposed to so that they can just deal with what's happening in their immediate situation. And again, permission for you to also set boundaries as you need to set boundaries so that you can catch your own breath and feel your own body and find some ground within you. And then the last piece that I will say, which might just sound completely bizarre at this point, but it's also really, really important, is count your blessings. So, and do this as a family. Wherever you are or whatever's happening, there's always a blessing to count. Maybe it is that you are all together. Maybe it's that you are refocusing back on family. Maybe it is that you've had more people reaching out and checking in, and you're appreciating or seeing just really how much you're loved and cared for. Maybe it is, that you still have food, that you maybe have, some clothes that you have, whatever it may be. Every single day, count your blessings, especially if you are in a situation where you've lost so much, because the feeling of the loss can be so overwhelming that we forget to look at what we still have, and we forget to look at what new is beginning to show up for us. So take time to count your blessings for yourself and then with your child to help them also reorient and count your blessings. I know there's a long pathway ahead, and there's so much more that probably support than you need from just this little video, but just those couple key pieces just to help you orient, get back to routine, basic needs built into that routine, move every single day, find some way to get your kids moving, count your blessings, set boundaries when you need to set boundaries, limit the exposure of the overwhelm that they are already experiencing. It's already too much. And just know that there are so many people out there that are sending you and your family hugs, virtual support. You're being held by so many. You're incredibly important, and we're with you in this.